You know, Hambone, you never really disappoint with your bullshit. This is actually quite a comical comment that you want to leave on my page. This video, right? Everyone go back, watch the video, right? This video is far from fake. And not only do I know a couple other people that have lots more body cam and dash cam showing these very same things, I have my own body cam and dash cam proving these guys are incompetent to the rule of law. They have no idea what law really is, and that they use their place of power to target people, just like they did to me and my family. And that's exactly where this comes from, right? Is these public servants have got so far away from being public servants that they think that they can do this type of shit. Now, in Huron Township, this is only happening because of the weasel police chief that came here to turn our department into a revenue agency. Now, this guy is the little weasel, Police Chief Everett Robbins, that I've known him for a very long time. My family's known him. I've had his personal number. Hell, and you know what? This guy also gave some things away a couple years ago that, a couple years ago, I actually didn't comprehend what he was telling me when he did this. My ex, she was on probation for attacking my wife, and she violated the probation order. Huron Township wouldn't enforce the order. And I got into it with, of course, kind of funny, Marrow, who's also going to be part of my lawsuits, wouldn't enforce the probation order. Okay? So I get a call personally from Robbins here, right? Telling me, I can't get into his officers and all just bullshit. And I was like, dude, listen, I got an order showing that she can't be around us. She's violating the order. Your officers won't enforce it. And I found it now it's very funny what he told me. He told me that I needed to go back to the court, right, and get an order that had a raised judicial seal. Okay? Now, this all ties into how these courts are operating administratively and not in judicial capacity. Just like what Judge Green, right? Go back, Judge Green admitted they're controlled by the Secretary of State, and that I've been trying to show everyone that the states, they're violating separation of powers. They're not using judicial courts of record. So how you have the judges sitting in dual capacity, acting like they're judicial officers while they're really just executive branch employees, operating at just in administrative capacity. It's the same thing that's going on in the law enforcement. They're using the guise of law enforcement while they're just policy enforcers. And that's exactly what this little weasel is doing with our township. He came in here. He was part of the FBI. He's a plant that was put here on purpose to turn our township into a revenue agency because of our location with 275 and 94, and with now you got the big Amazon facilities, and this was all pre-planned. I mean, this was very clearly done by design, and that's why he's here doing what he's doing, and that's why his officers are doing what they do and no care in the world, right? And this is why you also have officers that I personally know that have told me several things about this little weasel. Right? And a lot of them can't stand him because you say he's a fucking narcissist, all these things. I know other people from other departments that even say the same things about him. But yet, they still sit there knowing, and you see them guys knowing what they're doing, they know what they're doing is wrong, but yet they still choose to do it because they care more about their fucking paychecks than they do about their oaths of office. Just like Everett Robbins here admitted to me on recording that he cares more about policy than his oath of office. This is how tyrannical law enforcement is, not only in Huron Township and not only in the state of Michigan, but across this country. This is why we're seeing these very same things happening all across the country. And this is why we got to put an end to it. Because I can guarantee you, our founders, man, like I've already said in my other videos, our founders would have tree ornaments all across this country for this very type of behavior. Okay? Using the American people as slaves and then joking about it, right? Joking about the money they're extorting from us to feed their pockets, to raise all their pensions, right? And here on Township, they're one of the highest paid police departments in the state of Michigan, yet there's virtually no crime here. Like barely any. All these guys do, okay, is write fucking revenue tickets. All because of this fucking guy right here. Okay? And this is also the weasel that targeted me and my family when I went and paid for my body cam to expose his officers, and he went and colluded with the president of the Huron Little League to have me and my daughter removed, hoping that I was going to, rage out or whatever his little fucking plan was. His daughter was on my team, along with my daughter, the team I was managing, okay? The very same day. I still have messages from one of the other board members of the very same day that I did this, which I had a direct admission from one of the vice president's husband that I've personally known for years, was my baseball coach and stuff, that this was the guy that called and did it. Used his place of power to target me and my family. This is what they do. This is what our public servants have turned into. And this is what law enforcement in the state of Michigan is doing. Well, I mean, we see it all across the country, right? But this is Hambone. This is why people like you that come here and try and defend totalitarian piece of shit tyrants, it's disgusting. It really is. And you get shot down, and I see you all over this app just chirping your bullshit, trying to defend totalitarian tyrants, and you get destroyed all over this app. You never produce any fucking facts. It's disgusting, man. It really is. You should really sit down and reflect what side of reality that you're really choosing to defend here, because it's not a good look for you. It's really not. Defending treasonous tyrants. I mean, really, Hambone? Do you want to defend treasonous tyrants? You really think that's good for you? You really think that's good for anybody? Okay? It's got to stop. We got to put an end to it. And this little weasel right here, these are the types of people that have no business sitting in law, in any office. Anything to do with public service, they have no business anywhere near it. Okay? This is why our founders deeply distrusted cops and lawyers and judges, because they knew you'd get narcissist little weasels like this that like to get in the place of power. And what do they want to do? They want to take their power and abuse it, right? They want to give themselves more power. They want to trample all over rights because it makes them feel good. Because at the end of the day, you take away that badge and their gun, and you know what they are? They're fucking useless. That's what they are. And that's the type of people that you defend, Hambone. And I'm starting to see that that's exactly who you are as well.